everyone, so this video is going to be a tutorial for this look. This is something new that I tried with a couple different techniques. I want to show you guys some of my favorite techniques, and then I also sort of discovered a new one while I was making this video. So what I'm focusing on is showing how to make metallic eyeshadow like really nice. Also, I experiment a little bit with how to do white freckles and kind of just discovered along the way how to make them like, I don't know, kind of neat, and also show you guys how to get stubborn lipsticks to sort of work. It's just a little trick that I use. So if you guys like this look and want to know how I did it, then just stay tuned and here's the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to be going into this color from Makeup Forever, and on the website it's called Milk Tea, and you can double check on the Sephora website. It'll tell you what the number is for it. So I'm taking that just on a black fluffy brush like this, tapered one, and this is going to go all into my crease. And I'm going to apply this a little bit messy because I kind of want that grungy, not super perfect look. It acts as a really good like blendy crease color. I'm also just going to take this and apply this underneath my eye. Also, if you have green eyes like I do, or blue, greeny blue eyes, this kind of color really brings out both the blue and the green, so just keep that in mind. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of a black base. This is something that I've been loving, especially when you have metallic pigments. It looks really good over with metallic pigments on top. So I'm going to take, mine is like destroyed. So I'm going to take Black Bean from NYX. And I'm just going to dab a little bit on like that. You don't need very much. And I'm just going to take my finger and lightly blend that out. And then the star of this makeup look is this pigment. This is Penelope from Sugar Pill. Gorgeous copper pigment. So I'm just going to take this on a flat, like really sort of stiff flat brush, which I find is easiest. And then what I like to do is get some into the lid and really press it into the brush and tap it off. And then that is going to just get pressed right on top of that eyeshadow. And that's going to really make it nice and metallic. I'm also going to take a little bit of what is left on the brush and apply it just underneath my eye. And then what I like to do is I like to just take a foundation brush and clean up any fallout that's underneath. And then I'll go back with a damp beauty blender, which I use to do my foundation, and then just further sort of clean that up. And then just to make sure that it's nice and even on both sides, I will go back into that crease color that we used, and I'll just clean that line up a little bit. And then the next step for this is just to apply a couple coats of mascara. You can curl your lashes, you can apply fake lashes. I'm not though, I just like the look of my natural eyelashes against this, and I'll show you how to finish up the rest of the face. And with the eyes complete, that is the finished look. Just a nice sort of coppery, smoked out eye. I really like this look a lot. This is what I wear most days. And so for the rest of the face, I'm just going to do some contouring. So I'm going to be using the Shade Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm going to go into Subconscious, which is this color. And I like using it on just an angle brush like this. Just going into a little bit of that product, and then I'm just going to apply it. And then for a highlight, I'm going to use the highlighter from the Emphasize palette. This is the Rocky Horror one from MAC. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. And then for blush, I'm going to use NARS Orgasm. Yes, that is all that's left in mine. I know, but it's expensive and I don't feel like getting another one at the moment. So I'm just going to use what's left of that. So for my lips, I went ahead and just did a primer. So I'm using MAC's Prep and Prime. It looks like this. It looks almost just like a clear lip balm. And I didn't really buy into this until a friend of mine that works at MAC suggested it, and I got it and it works. And basically, I like to apply this about 5 minutes or so before I apply my lipstick. And it does get kind of tacky on the lips, and then it helps lipstick stick, and it doesn't change the color or the consistency of it or anything. So I find it really helps with my melt lipsticks because these don't stick to the inner part of my lips, but after I apply the primer, it actually really helps and makes the lipstick last a little bit longer. Because that is the lipstick that I'm going to be using, but first I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to add some white Freckles. I've seen this on a couple Instagram posts and I can't think of who did it at the moment, but I thought it looked really, really cool. So I'm just going to take a white water-based makeup. So this is from Myeyeshadowisodd, just the white one, and I'm going to mix up a little bit of that and just kind of do my thing. So surprisingly, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, I wanted to do sort of a splash, like a mist, but it would be too fine for Freckles. So what I did is I actually just used the back of it and I started dotting it on my hand. I don't know how well you guys are going to see that, but it actually mimics like Freckles just by the texture of the brush. So that's kind of cool, but you gotta kind of switch it up, otherwise it, I don't know how well you can see that. That's pretty cool, actually. Discovering new things. That's the thing that is really fun about makeup, is like if you just start to get innovative, like, what do I have? I wonder, whoops, okay. So one thing you want to make sure is not to drag it, because then it really starts to not look like, oh shit, I just got that shit like in my eye. You guys can really see that one right there. So I might go back and fix that line because that one's a little bit cray. And then with the really just fine mist, that's what I'm gonna go in and do some sort of bigger dots around. And then once you're happy with the white Freckles, like I am right now, I think it looks really cool actually. So that's just a tip, if you don't have like a freckling brush, is to just use, I don't know, one of these things, because this is what I use to like do like blood spatter and like black and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely like take a look around at what sort of textures you have and go from there. And then when you're finished with the Freckles, the next thing is to do the lips. And by now my lip primer is really sticky. Oh, not sticky, but tacky. So this should work beautifully. So I'm just going to take Blow lipstick from Melt, which is the green one. And then I like to just take a lip brush of sorts and go around and clean up the line for this lipstick because it's so crayon-y. They're not the greatest lipsticks. I do have a review on them, but they're not my favorite. Quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of the company, so it sort of skips around the lip line, so it doesn't really apply evenly. So I'm just going to take a lip liner or a lip brush and then just sort of clean up the edges. And then once the lips are finished, this is the final look. Which I think is really, really fun and something a little bit different. So the eyes are wearable, the lips are kind of wearable without, and then I like just adding the freckles because I thought it would be really pretty, and I have yet to sort of experiment with the white freckle trend that I keep seeing. So yeah, let me know what you think. I think it's pretty cool and it should photograph pretty well. So yeah, let me know if you guys like it, and until my next video, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye!